So, Mr. Boss Man, I've been working on that Pocahontas script like you told me. Okay. And I need to run some villain ideas by you for a second. Wait, why are you trying to write a villain for this Pocahontas movie? I'm sorry, what? Isn't the culture clash between the Europeans and the Native Americans enough to drive the conflict without needing to shoehorn in an unnecessary villain? Of course not. This is Disney. We can't tell a nuanced film about racism in 1995. We'll have to wait until 2016 before we can do that. That was an oddly specific time frame, but whatever. Anyway, who did you have in mind for the villain? Governor John Ratcliffe. I'm sorry, what? I think you mean who? I'm sorry, who? Governor John Ratcliffe. You mean the guy who was ambushed, tied to a tree, skinned alive, including his face, before being burned alive by the Powhatan Indians after they promised him and his starving men food? Oh, what? You didn't know that? No, of course I didn't know that. This didn't pop up in my research at all. You mean his death didn't pop up in your research of this guy? How much research did you do on this film? A lot. Watching Dances with Wolves doesn't count as research. I took a whole 10, maybe 15 minutes. Did you just cherry pick historical people's names and then just wrote whatever the heck you wanted to again? No. I thought I told you to stop doing that after Anastasia. Yes, but I don't want to. I mean, how hard is it to do even just the teensiest bit of historical research whenever you're writing? Apparently very. I know I'm probably going to regret asking this, but what's this guy's motivation? I'm glad you asked. He's worried that the Indians are savages and can't be trusted. Sounds to me like his real-life counterpart should have listened to his fictional counterpart. I'm sorry, what? You know, because he was attempting to reach out to the Indians to trade after they promised him and his men food, and for his troubles he was flayed and burned alive. Are you still on about that? I'm just saying, if you want to make a movie about how prejudice is bad, it might not be the best thing in the world to make into a villain the guy who, in real life actually died as a result of attempting to do what his villainous counterpart sneers at others for doing. I think it kind of undermines the message a little bit, don't you think? I mean, as long as people don't do any, additional research into the history of the story that we're telling, they won't notice. Well, you better hope that some invention in the future doesn't make information like that as easy to access as just pushing a button. You worry that easy access to historical research might affect people's viewing of this film in any way? Yeah, I'm sure that it'll all work out fine. Also, I've decided to add a romance for Pocahontas and John Smith. Wouldn't Pocahontas be like 10 or 11 at the time the story takes place? I've aged her up to be like 20 or something. But didn't the real Pocahontas die at the age of 20? This is why no one in the office likes you.